Hey guys, welcome back to Figure. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Today we're going to take a look at S.H.Figuarts Roronoa Zoro from One Piece, the raid on Onigashima. And this figure has been a hot topic because of how bad the articulation is. And it's really worrisome to me because S.H.Figuarts or Bandai should know that this kind of articulation is not acceptable. I don't know how bad it is, but based on what I've seen, it is really bad. And I thought like they fixed all that issue with the skirt character with like Sasuke, because Sasuke the skirt pieces over here is fine, so I'm not really sure what changed. But anyways, let me know in the comments on what you think. And here's the left of the box, here's the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And that's not wasting more time. Bust this thing open and see what we got. And here's the figure staying there in the packaging, looking pretty good. And I think just the katana alone makes this figure worthwhile, but let's check it out. Alright, and here we have the figure itself, and my first impression on this figure is actually okay, but I think that's because I knew exactly what I was getting into. I don't have like high expectation. I knew what was good, I knew what was bad, and I feel like there's always been a struggle in S.H.Figuarts or just action figure in general. You have to find your right balance between articulation and aesthetics. But to me, S.H.Figuarts has always been articulation, so I think they should definitely focus on that. But I could also see that over the years they're trying to like make the figure look good, right? Anyways, let's just take a close look at the figure. First of all, I think he looks great. Looks like he walked out straight from the anime, and because of the limiting articulation, he does look really good. Especially the clothing over here. This thing really hinders the ab crunch. It looks like he has ab crunch, but it's so hindered to the point it may as well not have ab crunch. I know they're trying to like make it look good with like One Piece, but I don't know. For a character like this, I'd rather have more articulation. I'd rather they like make the cut over here with the clothing. And his shoulder, there's too much plastic here, so he can't really raise his arm like all too much. And the skirt piece, which is like the worst thing they did, right? Like, I don't understand why they need 2 layers of plastic here. I think the material is fine, but like, why do you need 2 layers here? Like, because if I'm looking at it from this side, there's no way for me to know like there's extra layer here. Like, you really just don't need this part. Like, maybe you just cut it off, I don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments on what you think. And I think that's enough of me talking. And overall, I think it looks good, but yeah, the articulation is gonna suffer. And let's check out the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much. You can tilt his head side to side, no problem. The neck articulation is really good. And the shoulder design is probably one of the worst I have seen recently. Basically, you're not going to get too much movement. There's no butterfly joint. You can kind of move up and down over here. Let me just like pull this out so I can show you guys. So we do have like a plastic here. And this thing doesn't have any like butterfly design. I'm not really sure why this figure is this way. But basically, this is all the movement you're going to be getting from this piece specifically. And then you do have a ball joint over here, and then you have bicep swivel. You can curl about this much, all that good jazz. But like the plastic here is a little bit excessive, and then without the engineering for butterfly joint and stuff, like it's very, very hard to move. I digress on that. Let me just put this back. Okay, there you go. So yeah, some people I've seen online, they cut this part off, so like gives it a little bit more articulation. But yeah, as you guys can see, if I push it in like this and the plastic doesn't like catch up with this part of the plastic, like you're able to actually I guess yeah, you can move it that way if you just tuck this in. But again, the plastic is gonna rub against the plastic, so alright, I guess that's relatively okay. But then again, the butterfly joint is non-existent, and for S.H.Figuarts nowadays, like you just need butterfly joints. And for the ab crunch, it's kind of there, but not really. You have a cut over here, so you can bend forward about this much, which is actually okay, all things considered. But yeah, you can't really bend backwards because of the outfit. The articulation is so limited, they might as well not have any articulation. And I'm going to quickly show you guys the lower body articulation by pulling this off. I'm quite glad that this is quite easy to pull out. And then we do have 2 skirt pieces over here. They're on a softer material. And like I talked about earlier, I feel like this part of the skirt is really excessive. If you just remove this part of the plastic, I think the articulation will be better. I might just try that because I'm not going to use this anyways. Like, it's really annoying. And then for the lower body, I also think this part is like unnecessary because of the plastic here, you can't really kick up normally. Like, this is all the range you're going to be getting, but you actually do have the articulation there, but you have to like kind of pull out a little bit and then like kick up. So yeah, this is kind of awkward. I don't know why they made it this way. Somebody really screwed up. But you do have like thigh swivels, and you can bend about this much. Like all the articulations there. You have a really nice ankle pivot, and you do have swivel here as well on the boots. So yeah, like it's very questionable. I'm not really sure what they were thinking, but it is what it is. Let me know in the comments on what you think, and let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default face, and I think it looks great. And next up, we have a cocky smiling face, and this one is definitely my favorite. I'll be using this one a lot. And then we get an angry shouting face, which looks really good as well. You can see like the veins popping over here. Very cool. And the last one we got is a comedy relief one, and it also comes with the Luffy, so it works really well together. Very, very nice. And next up, we get interchangeable head for the bandana look, and unfortunately, the facial expression is not interchangeable with this head, and I feel like that is really, really tilting to me. Let me know in the comments, but this is definitely a missed opportunity. Like, there's so much they can do here. And lastly, we have two interchangeable hands, on one pair of display open hands, and one hands for him to hold all the katanas. And here is the katanas. Very nicely painted and sculpted, but it is one of those where it's only display. And then here's the actual katana, one over here, very nicely painted and sculpted. Another one over here, and oh, I had Sasuke holding the other one, but yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, I believe that's everything, and let's check out some action posing. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Chainsaw Man, S.H.Figuarts, and Luffy, and I think they look amazing together. Scales very well. And next up, we have some Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts, and I think they look amazing together as well. And then we have my favorite, the Naruto S.H.Figuarts. Can't wait to get Orochimaru this month. And then we have some JJK S.H.Figuarts and the Figma Nanami. And then we have some Mayfax and the S.H.Figuarts Venom. And lastly, we have some Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I actually ended up liking this figure quite a lot, and I do highly recommend it. You just kind of have to accept that the articulation is not as good as we want it to be, and you'll be fine. Like, I'm a sucker when it comes to like katana characters, and I still have a lot of fun posing with it. And yeah, like, this is definitely a case where Bandai focus on the aesthetics over articulation, and I think I have a theory for that, because I thought about this, right? Like, Bandai, there's no way for them to not know the articulation is bad. So my guess is this is a really popular character. It's meant for like newcomers, because for people like me or some of you, we buy these figures on a regular basis, and Bandai is trying to attract new people into articulated figures, so they have to make the figure look good for newcomers. But that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments on what you think. But yeah, I think it's like a business or strategy move where, you know, they make the figure look good so people will buy it, because a lot of people get turned off with like ugly joints, like even for us, right? Like, I don't know, but I think that's it from me. This is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.